Well, hey, affirmation of the day. I rid myself of self-sabotaging thoughts. Whew, now that's deep. Hold on. Um, thought. See, we got a little saying around these parts. Thought is the cause of it all. And the way we think has everything to do with the world that we live in on a day-to-day basis. The way we think is causes us to act the way we act, to say the things that we say, and that energy and motion causes a trickle effect and it has a reaction. And so for me, this is something that I had to proclaim today. I had to proclaim this today because just things happen in life, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that I let things go, but I realized that when you think you doing good, that's when you find out you might just still got some work to do. And a situation just came up, and before I knew it, I was like, "Oh, bitch, like," and words are so powerful, and just thinking is so powerful, and just letting somebody affect my emotions that way started to bring up thoughts, and it started bringing up thoughts of the past, things that are no longer here, things that are over and done with. And yes, I'm still living through the effects of what happened, but the thing is over, it's gone, so why still hold on to it? And it's just going to cause unrest in your soul, and it's going to keep on doubling over, because that is what it does. That's what comes with it. We are creators. The mind creates. And so it's really important to not have those self-sabotaging thoughts, because we can kill our opportunities. We can kill our chance to be who it is that we're supposed to be in a moment, to be where we're supposed to be in a moment. You know what I'm saying? We block our blessings by the things that we think. And even, right, like not proclaiming what it is that is good in your life, right? Because a lot of times when we get into self sabotaging thoughts, it's coming with a spirit of, I'm not worthy, or I can't have something, or if I feel like I can have it, it's so out of reach, so I'm still thinking I can't have it. And so when we start thinking that I can't, first of all, we got to let that go, because we are infinite beings. We are spirit. We are not the body. We are spirit. Spirit is infinite. So there's nothing that you can't do. There may be things that you shouldn't do, but there's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't have. And we know this thing, because like even for myself, there were things that I wanted, and I'll tell you this: everything in his life that I wanted, I got, and that 9 times out of 10, I got the shit and realized I might not want this, or I don't want it like this. So there's nothing that we can't have. There's some things that we shouldn't have, but we won't know until we get it. But when we go into through this life with the mind frame that I can't, or that something is blocking you, or you know what I'm saying, like that, you give up your seat, you give up your opportunity to even see what is possible. And that's why I really have, I ain't gonna say a problem because I don't really care about nobody else what they got going on, but that's why I really don't too much deal with these spiritual dealers that be talking about, oh, you got blocks and this, that, and the third. Like, ain't no blocking body blocking you but you. And they be trying to get you to pay them to, it's negative spirits and this, that, and the third. The spirit that's blocking you is you, nigga. Like, I'm just gonna be 100. The spirit that's blocking you is you. So if somebody get in your face and tell you that it's something blocking you that's outside of you, man, go on, cut her off, cut him off, whoever you people is, bro. Cause that's what I call witchcraft. Cause witchcraft ain't talking to your ancestors and you know what I'm saying, coming to God in ceremonies and forms. That's what we do. But witchcraft is when you steady trying to place magic outside of yourself, as if you ain't the most powerful thing in your own life right now. Note to self. But see, this ain't about me. It's you. It's you. If you feel like you can't do something, it's you. It's you, first of all, thinking that you can't. Why can't you? And when you get down to the why can't you, you get concrete answers like, I can't do this because I do this and I do that. Well, if you actually want the thing, would you stop doing what you're doing? Would you move a little different? Would you be a little bit more patient? Would you instead of talking about what you can't? I hate a pessimistic. Like, I ain't gonna say I hate, but like, it's two things in this world that I just like don't vibe with: arguing and pessimism. Like, cause infinite, infinite, infinite. I rid myself of self-sabotaging thoughts. Please rid yourself of them thoughts. Because if you keep thinking you can't, you won't. You keep thinking you can't, it's making you sit up, balled up somewhere, sad, instead of getting up on your feet and doing something about the shit that you say you want. Instead of going after what you say you want, instead of making little moves, whatever little moves you can in the moment to get what you want. And it's okay if you get what you want and you realize that, hey, I need to tweak this a little bit. That is what's supposed to happen. We are supposed to grow. So get a bad thing, don't get down. Ain't nothing happening to you. Everything is happening for you. Go get what you want. Get your ass up and go get what you want. And rid yourself of them self-sabotaging thoughts. Rid yourself of them. Cause that's the foe that seeks to do you harm. That's the foe that seeks to do you harm. Ain't nobody else out here trying to hurt you. They may do things that may hurt you, but they ain't trying to hurt you. Cause it's God moving in everything. If you believe in spirit, the Holy Spirit is making everything move around. And why? Because it wants to grow. It wants to learn. It wants to reveal. It does not want to sit still. There ain't nothing that's on this earth sitting still but our lazy asses. And we just sat still so much till we just die and go in the grave. Get up, get out, and get some. Islam. Peace.